up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a reformer meets the mat lower body Pilates class. If we've not met before, hi, I'm Margaret, I'm 26, I'm a certified Pilates instructor. For this workout, you are going to need just one slider and then a long resistance band, and you'll want to tie a little loop right here at the end of your resistance band. That's all you need, so grab onto all of your things and we'll go ahead and jump into things. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So again, that playlist I have down in the description, it's the same one we listened to yesterday. We're gonna do it again. Click on that first song and we will go ahead and get into things. We're just gonna start off coming into a standing position. Sorry if you hear my table kind of squeaking around. Feet are gonna go a little bit wider than the hips. We'll take a soft bend at the knees and then just take 4 deep breaths from there. Big inhale to breathe in through the nose, fill the body up with air, maybe letting the shoulders lift up to the ears. And then we'll exhale out through the mouth, let it go. 3 more like that. Big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. This will be 2, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. This will be our last one, big deep breath. And then we can exhale out, let everything go. Awesome. From right there, let's take an inhale again. Bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around overhead. I know my arms get cut out of the frame. That's okay. You'll get over it. We're going to exhale to hinge at the hips. You'll dive down to the mat. Oh, I didn't fix my hair from the last video. Oh well, from right here, once your hands come down, we'll take an inhale to bend at the knees, come down into a nice deep squat. You'll exhale, press down into the heels, press the hips back up. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, bend at the knees, nice deep squat, as deep as is comfortable. Exhale, press the hips back up. We'll go for 2. And then last one. Once the hips come back up, we'll tuck chin to chest. You start to roll yourself all the way back up to stand. And then once you come all the way up to stand, we're just going to take the feet into parallel and we'll do a little bit of standing footwork. So same exact thing we did on the reformer, feet, hips, distance. You'll inhale, bend at the knees, lower down to squat. Exhale, press into the heels, you stand back up. And we'll keep moving like that. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. There are a lot of different ways that we can do footwork, and you'll see this as we continue throughout this series. Sometimes we'll do it standing, sometimes we'll do it down. It really just depends. You can do it with a band, you can do it a lot of different ways, okay? We're just gonna do about 4 more right here. 4, for 3, 2, last one, we'll stand all the way up, and then I want you to walk your feet out wider than your hips. Toes turn out, heels turn in, tuck the tailbone under. We take an inhale, squat down, nice wide second, and then exhale, press into the heels, stand back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Good. As you're moving through this position for footwork, I want you to try and keep your tailbone tucked under. Think about shooting your tailbone straight down to the mat, keeping shoulders stacked on top of hips. So nice flat back. Good. Now, if I remember right, we did pulses on this one. So let's do 4 more. For 3, 2, last one, you take it low, hold it right there, tuck the tailbone under a little bit more, press down into your heels. Give me 10 tiny pulses, little up, little down. For 9, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, we press into the heels, you stand back up. Inhale, you lower right back down. Exhale, stand. Inhale, lower. Now, if you're listening to the playlist I've got in the description, it's a Florence and the Machine playlist. I love Florence and the Machine. I really do. I like her older stuff though, I will say. Like Lungs, great album. Let's do 4 more. For 4, 3, we'll go 2, and then last one, we'll stand everything up. You'll bring the feet in. We're gonna go again about hips distance apart. We'll go back into kind of that first squat, we're just gonna add in a calf raise at the top. You'll inhale, lower down, exhale, you stand up, releve up onto the balls of the feet. Now, if the top of my head gets cut out of the frame, I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best here, but you get the gist of it, right? I think I only got a little bit cut out. We should be fine for the rest of class. Don't you worry. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good, you're gonna lift up onto the toes, hold it right there. And then we're just gonna drop the heels, lift them back up, okay? Take note of where the feet are landing. If you feel like you're rolling in onto the ankles or rolling out, we'll wanna adjust from right there. We're getting even pressure between the big toe and even out to the pinky side edge of the foot. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, lift up, hold it right here. We did Prancer on the reformer. We're gonna do that right here as well. Lowering the right heel down, lifting the left. We'll switch and switch, 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 switch. Whatever pace works for you. You're gonna notice today, I am wearing sticky socks just because on my table, because it's leather, it gets a little bit slick, so I'm trying to look out for my own safety. We'll hang out here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can bring everything in. We'll make our way towards the back edge of our mat. Wherever you want the back edge to be is where things get squeaky on my table. We'll inhale, bend at the knees. You'll circle the arms up and around overhead. Exhale, we'll dive down to the mat, tucking chin to chest. You roll down just like we did in our seated roll down yesterday. We walk ourselves out to plank. Okay, you'll hit that plank. You're holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll inhale, walk the hands back into the feet, anchoring the heels down. It's a slow roll all the way up to stand. Once you come up, we do that 2 more times. Bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around. You'll exhale to dive down to the mat. Hands come down. We walk out to plank. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to walk the hands back into the feet, anchoring the heels down. We roll all the way up. 1 more time. When you come up to stand, you bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around, dive down to the mat, tucking chin to chest. Hands will come down. You'll walk yourself out to plank. See, I got caught on the leather. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, untuck your toes, press your hips to your heels, finding a child's pose. Deep breath right here, big inhale through the nose, and then exhale out through the mouth, let it go. From right here, when you're ready, just bring yourself forward. We're going to lay all the way down onto our mat to continue our warm-up with a little bit of spinal articulation. We'll bend at the knees, feet will go about hips distance apart. I always need to take a second to readjust the leggings there. Hands down by your sides, roll the shoulders down and back, reaching your fingertips towards your heels or towards the edge of your mat, right? They won't touch the edge of the mat, but we're getting that same kind of sensation. When you're ready, it's an inhale to prepare. Exhale, press into the heels, tuck the tailbone under, start to roll up into your bridge. Inhale right here at the top. Exhale, start to roll things back down. Good. Inhale at the bottom, inhale at the top, exhale as you move. That's what I like, but if you find a breathing pattern that you prefer, go ahead and do it. I always tell people there is no right way to breathe. I will cue you in a certain pattern, right? I'll cue you intentionally, right? There's a reason I'm telling you to breathe the way that I am. But if you are just sitting there thinking to yourself oh man, she's saying inhale, but I feel like I need to exhale there. Or breathing is something that just kind of trips you up. Don't even worry about it, right? The most important thing is that you're breathing, period. So that's all I care about. Let's do 4 more. 4. We'll go 3, for 2, And then last one. With that last one, hips come all the way down. You'll walk your feet out towards the corner or towards the edges of your mat, turning the toes out and the heels in. Now I've got kind of like a narrow table, so I can't walk out as wide, but we're thinking wide second, same thing we did up in standing. Hands stay down, you'll exhale, tuck the tailbone under, press into the heels. You roll up into your bridge, inhale there, and then exhale, lower all the way back down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, you'll roll up. And it can be a tiny bridge. The difference here between spinal articulation on the mat and spinal articulation on the reformer is that on the reformer, more often than not, your feet are elevated up on the foot bar. Here we don't get that, but honestly, I like this a little bit better. So this is the one exercise where I'm like, nah, we're not doing it the same as we do on the reformer. Okay, next time you press the hips up, you get to pause and hold right there. Press down into the heels, tuck the tailbone under, give me 10 tiny pulses. Little lower, little lift. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. You'll inhale and then exhale, take things all the way back down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, press right back up. Good. We'll just do 4 more like this. And because we can't really do arches down on the mat, we're gonna go up onto the toes. This should be 2. And then last one. Good. Everything pulls in, hips come down. You'll bring the feet in, again, about hips distance. Now on the reformer, we went onto the arches of the feet. We can't quite get that same sensation on the mat, and that's okay. We're going to lift up nice and high onto the toes, so scoot the heels in a little bit closer to you. You'll exhale, press down into the balls of the feet. We tuck the tailbone under, you lift the hips up into your bridge. Inhale there, and then exhale, lower all the way back down, keeping heels lifted. We're just gonna do 6 more like that. 6. We'll go for 5. For 4. 3. 2. And then last one. With that last one, we lower all the way down. Your feet are going to walk out a little bit further away from your hips. Lift the arms above the shoulders. We'll tuck chin to chest, draw in from the belly button, press into your hips, roll yourself all the way up. You'll grab onto your resistance band. And what I want you to do, if you haven't done it already, make a little loop at the end of your band. Okay, we're gonna come down onto our right side, propping up on the right forearm and the right hip. You'll take this little loop that you've made and put it around the arch of your left foot, okay? Once you get there, you come on down, you're gonna take the other end of your band and just let it rest into your right hand and your left hand as well. We're tucking the right knee underneath us, left leg reaches out nice and long. You'll inhale to kick your left leg forward, exhale to sweep your leg back. Inhale, kick forward, exhale, sweep back. Now, if the band becomes too much, it's the first thing to go. I'm just trying to help you get a little bit more resistance as you sweep back. Whoop. Like, ugh, my hands get so sweaty when I work out that like holding on to anything feels impossible. Anyway, let's just do 3 more right here. Don't mind me just talking about my sweaty hands. This is 3. We'll go for 2. And then last one, you sweep your leg back, flex your foot. It's 10 little lifts and lowers. We continue to press up and away from the mat on that right side. We'll go for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep the left leg right there. We'll inhale, bend at the knee. You're gonna get slack on your band. That's okay. Exhale, press the foot back out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Good. for 4 more. For 3, 2, and then last one. With that last one, everything comes in. You'll let your left leg rest on top of your right. We'll press ourselves all the way up. And then right away, we're just gonna take it right over to the other side. So I'm gonna swing around this way. If you guys wanna just roll right over onto the other side, do it. I'm being nice in this video, not making you look at my backside. You're welcome. The loop comes onto your right foot this time. We're going pretty much to the arch of the foot. We'll come down onto the left forearm, left hip. Now, however it worked for you to grab onto the band on the first side, grab on right here. Again, like I said, TMI, my hands are a little bit sweaty. Once you're ready, you take that right leg, you're gonna kick forward and then exhale, bring it back. If you haven't been with me before, I mirror you. So if that's confusing to you, don't worry about it. Just do whatever feels best for you. Now, if you're like me and the band is just like slipping between your fingers, you can toss it off to the side. That's fine. I'll keep using it for your guys' sake. Let's go for 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. Last one, you reach that right leg back, flex your foot, press up and away from this left side. 10 little lifts and lowers for 9. 8. We'll go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep that right leg in line with your hip. Inhale, bend the knee. You got it. Exhale, press it out. Flex your foot, drive out through the heel. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Bend and press. If your leg is shaking, so is mine. We're doing it together. Not for a lot more though, just 4 more. 4. For 3. Oh my gosh, for 2. And then last one, I'm getting exponentially more sweaty with socks on. We'll pull everything in. Good news is we get to take that band off, okay? Depending on how you look at it, bad news, good news. There's still more left of class. We're gonna roll ourselves over so that we come up into a plank position. Hands down, feet will step back. We'll hold right here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to walk the hands back into the feet, anchoring the heels down. It'll be a slow roll all the way up. Now remember what we did to start. We're doing that again 2 more times. Bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around overhead. Whoo, my hips. Dive down to the mat. Hands will come down. You'll walk yourself out to plank here, holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We walk the hands back into the feet. Anchoring the heels down, you roll all the way up. Try to move nice and slow. If you want to pick it up, that's fine too. Press down into the heels, bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around. Whoo! Exhale to dive down to the mat. Hands will come down. You walk out to plank. Okay, find that plank, shoulders over wrist. You're holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We walk the hands back into the feet, anchor the heels down. We slow roll all the way up, restacking shoulders on top of hips, lifting the crown of the head up. And then once you get up to stand, you get to stay there. From here, we're grabbing onto just one of our sliders. So wherever your slider is, go ahead and grab onto that. We're going to be starting with our left foot forward. Right foot's gonna go back. So put that slider wherever you need to. Get it underneath the right foot. I'm like, let's hope my sticky socks come in handy right here. We'll square the hips off towards whatever's right there in front of us, stack the shoulders on top of the hips, and then you'll take an inhale to slide that right leg out. Exhale, you'll stand right back up. Okay, it's just a lunge. We go back, whoop, and then we'll bring it back in. If you lose the slider, that's okay. You guys have seen me struggle with the sliders in the last like couple weeks. You know. I mean, you saw me struggle with it yesterday, but every time that I use the slider, I'm like, oh God, why can't I just like put the right amount of pressure onto it so I don't lose it? Let's do 4 more right here. 4, for 3, for 2, and then last one, you're gonna hold right here. If you're not hinged forward already, get hinged forward. We're keeping our weight pressing into that left leg. I want you to take your right leg. You'll inhale to pull the right knee in. Exhale to slide it right back out. We'll bring things in. We'll slide it out. I almost wonder if shoes would have been better. In and out. Whoop. Let's go for 4 more. 4. For 3. 2. And then last one. You're pressing that right leg back, holding right there, pressing down into your left heel. It's a little lift up, a little lower down. For 9. 8. 7. Press into your heel. For 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. We're going to stand all the way up, pulling that slider in. From here, you're going to flip towards me, keeping your weight pressing over into that left side. You're going to lift up onto your toes on the right foot. So heels lifted, ball of the foot on the slider. You're going to take an inhale, squat down. Exhale, press into the heel, press into the ball of the foot, lift back up. Squat and lift, squat and lift. Good. Now we're trying to keep that slider leg as still as we can. Depending on what kind of surface you're doing this on, it is likely no big deal. But if you're on like a pretty slick, like hardwood floor or tile, it may be a little bit more of a challenge to really keep that slider leg still. Just like it is on the reformer. All right, let's do 4 more right here. 4. We'll go 3, 2. Last one, you take it down into your squat. You hold it right there, keeping your weight supported on that left side. Hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, all in line. With the right leg, you're going to skate it out, pull it back in. This one's called skater. Out and in. Good. The first one where we did pretty much the same thing with the right leg, that one's called scooter. I sometimes call it a reverse skater though. It doesn't really matter, but this is where we get a pretty similar sensation, sensation to what happens on the reformer. The only difference here is that we're not fighting that resistance, right? But we get the sliding out, which is fun. We'll do 3 more right here. 3, for 2. Last one, you reach out, hold it right there, pressing down into that left heel. It's 10 tiny pulses. Little lift, little lower, lift, and lower. We'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We'll press all the way up out of that left leg. Take a second. Breathe. Breathe. Okay. We're pulling the slider in, and you're going to set up to do that same exact series on the other side. So whenever you're ready, right foot's going to be stepping forward. Left foot is going to find your slider. Take an extra second if you need it. Like if you feel like you need to pause and drink some water, do it. By all means. By all means. All right, square your hips off towards whatever's right there in front of you. If it's a wall, you should be squared off to that wall. Imagine you have 2 headlights on your hips. They stay shining forward right here. Whew, get a good grasp on that slider on the left side. You'll take an inhale to bend into your right knee, lower down to lunge. Exhale, pull that slider right back in. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, bring it up. Now for me, I kind of like to hinge forward. That's what feels best in my body. If you'd prefer to kind of go straight down, you can. I can't even demonstrate that for you. My body doesn't do it. Just be sure as you're lowering down into this lunge, your knee is tracking over the ankle. If it's a little bit forward, that's fine. Just make sure that you're not going past that second toe. Let's go for 4 more. 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, you take it low, you hold it right there. If you're not hinged forward, go ahead and get there. Hands can come to your hips. I'm gonna probably move from hands to the low backs to hands to the hips, wherever you feel stable and safe. Left leg is going to pull in on an inhale. Exhale, you'll press it back out. Bring it in, press it out. Good. We'll do 4 more right here. 4, for 3, 2, and then last one, you press that left leg back, push into your right heel, little pulses, little lift, little lower, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, you're pressing into that right heel. You stand all the way up, take the slider with you. Now from right here, we're gonna have to pull that left leg forward and then kind of flip around. I'm gonna stay facing this way for you guys. Right foot down, you're going to lift up onto the ball of your foot on that left side. See how the left hip hiked up? I want you to drop it down. So a little bend at the left knee. We'll inhale, lower down to squat. Exhale, press into the heel, press into the ball of the foot, stand all the way up. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Good. Oh my God, my left leg is shaking. Okay, 4 more just like this. 4, for 3, 2, last one, you take it low to squat, hold it right there. Keep your weight shifted over into that right side. Hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, all in line. Left leg is going to skate out, pull in, out, and in, out, and in. Good. Okay, we're going 4 more because we have one last set of pulses. 4, for 3, for 2, last one. You skate out, hold it right there, press down into your right side. It's a little lift, a little lower, for 9, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, you're pressing into that right side. You come all the way up, and then you can come off of the slider, just put it off to the side. You'll make your way to the back of your mat, wherever you want that to be. Again, squeaky mat, sorry. Feet about hips distance apart. You'll inhale, bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around overhead, and then exhale, dive down to the mat. Hands will come down, put a little bend at the knees, and then just let your spine kind of decompress, right? Let your upper body hang a little bit. When you're ready, you're gonna walk yourself out to plank. You'll hit your plank, drop the knees down, untuck your toes, and then press your hips to your heels, finding your child's pose. Awesome. When you're ready to come up out of this, we'll just pull forward and you'll find a seat. Legs will come in front of you. Keep a bend at the knees. Hands go behind you. We'll take a figure 4 stretch because that was a lot on the hips. Right foot goes down, left ankle over the top of the right knee. Now I'm going to stay lifted right here. If you'd prefer to take a figure 4 laying all the way down, by all means, take it there. We're gonna do one kind of crazy thing right here, tilting this whole shape over towards the right. Take a breath right here, big inhale. And then exhale, let it go. We'll pull things through center and then just swap out the legs. Left foot down, right ankle over the top of the knee, press up and away from your hands, opening up through the chest, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. When you're ready, we tilt this shape over towards the left. Big inhale, and then we'll exhale out, let it go. Everything comes back through center. You'll uncross that right ankle, slide the legs out to straight, create a little bit of space right there for your hips. We'll circle the arms up and around, and then you'll exhale to hinge at your hips, folding forward, reaching for your toes. Big inhale to fill up with air. We'll exhale out, let everything go. And then once you're ready, just roll yourself back up to seated. You can take any other stretches you feel like you need, but you're all finished. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, please let me know. We're gonna be continuing this series for as long as I see fit. So you'll see the same kind of a setup next week with our workouts. We'll get a reformer workout Monday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, I'll break it down onto the mat. So hopefully you like this. If you have any questions or there are any reformer exercises that you wanna see done on the mat, please let me know. Leave those in the comments. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you in our next video. I just can't resist you. You got me drinking love,